welcome back everyone to Skincare and Beauty with Perky Perkins, where I do a lot of unboxings, skincare, and makeup tutorials, and I also do product reviews along the way. As you read from my title, today I'm going to be doing a product review slash tutorial slash a lot of slashes today. Recently I became a Kosas ambassador and I couldn't be more excited. I had wanted to try out the brand for so long, especially the tinted foundation. I've realized as my journey has progressed in makeup this last year and a half, I am starting to lean more to light coverage or medium coverage and maybe even buildable. I like full coverage by all means for an occasion, but I personally have started to enjoy more lighter coverage products. So when they approved me for their ambassador program and they said, hey, what's your typical shade? And then they sent me some amazing products. I'm gonna post a picture on either one of the sides for my Instagram, because I did not do a unboxing video with you guys. Kosas sent me like a variety actually of all their products. They pretty much sent me 2 of everything. Like I told them what I typically run in foundation. I tend to be like a light neutral. So they actually sent me shade 4 and 5 in their tinted face oil. These face oils, I know online it might show that there's only 16 shades, but these can, because it's an oil, it's a lightweight coverage, these can be extended between 8 different shades. The biggest thing is having the right undertone. Like for example, for me, I was able to make both of these work when I was testing them out prior to, filming this, which is surprising. Most other tinted formulas, like you need the right, it's not as flexible, let's just put it that way. It's not as flexible as the Kosas was. The other really cool thing about Kosas products, they have a lot of different skincare qualities in their formula. So, it's not gonna be damaging your skin. It's actually gonna be helping your skin and brightening your skin. There's like, what was it called again? Sadly, I threw away the thing, but I'm gonna pin it right here, the ingredient list. From the Sephora website or from the brand's website, because again, I am an ambassador. So if you would like to purchase anything from Kosas, you can use my link. I do get a small commission from it, which would help me tremendously. I want to be able to improve my content for you guys. Like I really do. Just need a budget, you know what I mean? They also sent me one of their Kosas Longitude 0 color and light pressed powders. This one is so pretty. So they have basically creams and then they have powder formulas. This is their powder blush and powder highlighter. You can see that. These are pretty pigmented, just so you know. I typically have to make sure I go in light-handed, otherwise I could look very pink. But these are very stunning. So the Kosas products have a lot of amazing skincare qualities. They're considered under the clean label for Sephora as well. So they don't have any harmful products in their ingredient list. This guy right here, it's called Tropic Equinox Color and Light in Cream. So these are two cream highlighters, or actually cream blush and cream highlighter. They always have basically a blush and a highlight. There is a few shades I saw on the website which can be used as bronzer if you wanted to as well. But look at that. Like, this is the cream highlighter, which is what I put here. And this is the cream blush. It's funny, now looking at this, I could have probably used that as bronzer if I wanted to. Well, it's more on the pinky side, but I could have. Anyways, but here's the swatches. Again, these colors and the formula is amazing. They have a very nice mirror in all their compacts. They're very, very sturdy as well. They also sent me 2 of their bullet lipsticks, shade Stardust and Violet Fury. That's Violet Fury, and this is Stardust. Beautiful, rich colors. Again, lots of skincare qualities, and I had been using them throughout the last week, and they're very comfortable, and they wear well actually throughout the day. I also got 2 of the Kosas sports lip balms. These are so cool. Like, they really, really are. This is called Baseline. This is called Rush. They have actually hyaluronic acid inside of here. They're very, very hydrating. Look at that. This is just the regular clear right there. Like, I use this throughout the day. This is what I'll use if my lips are really dry, or right before I go in with my lipstick itself. It's a great barrier. This one does have a light tint. So for example, if you don't want to put lipstick on, but you want some kind of color, you can always use this guy right here. See how it gives you kind of like a nice, just flush look to your lips? That's why I like them. Next are the lip oils, you guys. I am obsessed with these. I can't believe how much I love these guys. Like, these are a lip oil slash gloss, but it's not like shiny and tacky. Like today I applied this one on top of Stardust. I used Stardust and then I topped it with this guy right here, which this one's called Fruit Juice. It totally looks like fruit juice. Nice little doe foot. And look. And you don't need very much product. It's not one of those, you know, it's not like a regular gloss, so you want to make sure you get everything. All you need is a little bit, and it gives you so much hydration and nutrients to your lips. Like, your lips will love you. Not tacky or gummy or anything like that. Like, look at that. I'm gonna swatch them both for you guys. So I'm gonna put it right here. See, kind of sheared out. This dip has been one of my favorites. I recently used it in my last tutorial. It's just complimentary to anything. Like, it's a great nudie mauve. Look at that. It's just so pretty. And it looks like there's a slight shimmer, but it's not glitter. It's just part of the formula. You'll be glowing to the gods. The last items that I got, which I used this for, was the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. They have 8 in total. They have like a matte, metallic, and something else I forgot right now. The shade that I use today is called Fahrenheit. It's kind of like a plummy tone, and it is a metallic. Now, I do want to warn you guys, this is a water-based formula. It kind of has a stopper, but not really. Like, if you tipped it over, it will pour out your product, just so you guys know, because it's not fully sealed. You know what I mean? There's still like a little bit of a gap. Anyways, so let me use this part. They recommend you use your fingers to blend this out, but personally I've been using the brush because it's easier to pack it on to my lid, or you know, pat it onto my lid, and then to diffuse the edges so it doesn't look harsh. Especially since this is kind of a metallic-y tone. For me, that was just an easier way to do the application. Oh, and another nice thing, these can be layered. Like if you want more pigmentation out of it, which I did layer mine, because of course, using a brush makes it more sheer. It was very easy. Now, again, because it is a water base, you want to make sure for these that you actually shake them well, because you'll see how the color and the water from the actual metallic for the formula separates. And that's how it's going to be for all of these. So you want to make sure you shake them well before you actually apply it. Otherwise, it's not going to be good. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. Pretty. The copper halo, it's super pretty, but I felt like doing a mauvey tone today. And it has really beautiful iridescence to it. Like, the nice thing about these formula, even though they're considered metallic, they don't have like chunky glitters. The little shimmer particles are very refined. Makes me want to go back and add some of this one because it's so pretty. But anyways, so these are all the items that I received from the company. I'm going to use at least one item. I'm going to use one of every category for my look today. If you guys have any questions about the products, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, if you're someone like me that is wanting a foundation, that's like my biggest thing, foundation. If you're someone like me that's been looking for something that's nice, comfortable, makes your skin, like your face feels breathable, this is an amazing formula. Like, it gets to a point in our lives that we don't want that full coverage beat, I guess you could say, and this is definitely doing the trick. Like, for me, I have to tell you guys, from using it the last week and a half, I've noticed that I don't have any creasing or anything like that. It lasts a pretty long time. I want to say it's about 6 to 8 hours. It depends on what I'm doing, where the product's gonna last without it starting to break down, which is amazing in my opinion. Again, the lip products, they're all very beautiful, very comfortable. For these guys, these are great as well. Very little goes a long way. Like, these will last you a very long time. And the lip balms, these are really cool. Like, especially if you're a sporty person, these are very cool. I love the packaging. It's very cute. But anyways, I know my video rambled on quite a bit, especially for this introduction. So, as an FYI, the tutorial will be a voiceover. I knew I would be talking quite a bit, especially being that I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the products, what they're good for, mention the formulas basically. And so if you have any questions about the formulas, the products, anything, let me know. I'm more than happy to, like, you know, give you any information that I might have from my experience of using the products. Before I start my makeup tutorial, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, select all in your notifications, and let's go. So I'm starting off with 2 pumps of the Good Molecules silicone-free moisturizing primer. This is a very nice hydrating and kind of pore filling primer. Next, I'm taking my Pretty Vulgar Undercover Concealer. I applied the concealers in all areas which I felt needed the extra coverage to hide discoloration or dark spots. Now I'm going in with the tinted face oil, and I'm using the Tati Beauty Blendable for the application. I applied basically 2.5 drops roughly to start off, that way, you know, it doesn't get too much. And I'm actually doing a pressing motion for the application. And you guys, now that I'm using the Blendable properly, I guess you could say, it's actually been working quite a bit. I don't know if you guys noticed, a lot of the spots which I had the discolorations or red spots were covered with the tinted oil. Like, my skin looks all even now. Now I'm taking my Pure 4-in-1 pressed powder, and it's in LG6. I actually just did a light dusting around to make sure everything was set and it wasn't too dewy, basically, because it does feel more on the dewy side because it's an oil base. But just so you know, this formula for the foundation, it was actually for all skin types. I started with the brush, as you saw, and then went with the Blendable. Now I'm going to be doing my brows. This is what I will do at times when I want to do just a quick and easy look where I don't want thick brows. I will literally take my Gimme Brow in shade 5. Then I take my Precisely My Brow in 4.5, and I lightly fill it in the areas which are very sparse, and I don't even go very hard on the top. It's more to make sure the bottom line looks even, basically. And that's pretty much it. Next, I'm taking my Kosas Sports Lip Balm in Baseline, just for a little bit of hydration before I start doing my blush. I'm using the Longitude Zero Color and Light Pressed Blush first. I just applied it very lightly. It's very pigmented. I just wanted to, you know, rosy up my cheeks, basically. So I took my Blendable and I am slightly pressing everything in to make sure it's nicely diffused, and then I'm setting my face with my Gerard's Cosmetics Mint Chocolate Chip, and again just pressing everything in so that there's no lifting or anything like that. Next, I'm starting off with the 10-second eyeshadows, and I'm doing the shade Fahrenheit. Now, to do these eyeshadows, it does take, like I mentioned earlier, it does take time to get used to them. There's a bit of a learning curve. I actually, and you luckily are able to layer this product on top. I was rotating my Hank & Henry Deli brush along with the Zoeva blending brush, and it was just a back and forth motion basically between tapping and blending to make sure that my lines weren't harsh, they were diffused, and I didn't want to go too high up since it's only a single shadow, basically. It's only a single color.
and I will continue doing this until I'm happy with the final result. Now I'm taking Tropic Equinox color and light creams, and I'm actually using the lighter shade to press it on the center of my lid, and then I went back with the powdered highlighter and also kind of to set the cream, and I'm taking the Zoevo brush to blend off the edges. So I applied my Laura Geller Brown Eyed Girl gel liner, and now I went back with the cream highlighter, and I realized I could have used the Tati Blendable to blend it into the skin. And now I'm layering the pressed powder highlighter on top. Next is choosing which bullet lipstick I want to use. As you can tell, I ended up choosing Stardust for my lipstick, and then I'm gonna top it off with my lip oil in fruit juice.
All right, you guys, and I'm done. So I want to start off by apologizing if you can hear my neighbor's kids. They are a rowdy bunch, and we can't tell them to be quiet. You know what I mean? They're kids, they're playing. But anyways, this was my completed look using all the items, or most of my items, that I did receive from Kosas. I'm very happy with the items. I didn't film, like I mentioned earlier, I didn't film an unboxing or first impressions because these were all new items and new formulas. That was the biggest thing. They were all new formulas to me, where I felt that I needed to test these out before I really talked about them. I didn't want to come in not knowing anything really about the products, and it would have been such a horrible experience, basically. For example, the Kosas facial oil, the foundation facial oil, when I first got it, I tried it with my fingertips for the application, and I didn't like that. For me, I don't even like having foundation in my fingers. That's why I'll apply on my hand, on a mirror, you know, something, and then with the some kind of tool. So I tried with my hands, I've tried with the brush, I've tried with the sponge, and actually the best thing for the application was my Tati sponge. My Blendable turned out to be the best tool for the application. It holds the product so well, it blends out very nicely. I really was impressed. And they do recommend, if you want to do some spot concealing, like for example, I do have a few little breakouts here and there right now, they always recommend for the tinted oil to apply it first. Do like the little spot concealing. Don't go very heavy, and try not to layer, I guess you could say, the concealer on top, because it doesn't blend as nicely. Like I did it before and did my under eye area. I didn't like the look either, but I do like it underneath. And then because they don't have a setting powder at this time, I actually used my Pure, as you saw, my Pure 4-in-1 powder, and it does such, I just did a light dusting just to make sure everything's nice and set, and it does wear beautifully. It just helps smooth everything out. These little guys, the 10-second eyeshadow, these do take some time to get used to. Like I'm still learning how to use these shadows. These are a water base. Yeah, so these, they do recommend you to use your finger, but you can always use a brush as well. You want to make sure this is blended, you know, you you want to make sure you blend your edges with kind of like a fluffy brush. And as you saw, I was using like a flat packing brush and a fluffy brush, because this just helped me get into the crease a lot better, and to diffuse the edges. And then this one just kind of made it so that I packed it on and it stayed nice, and yeah, just blended it out a little bit more so it went above the crease. Kosas makes so many beautiful products. It's for kind of like the everyday person that just wants a quick, soft, easy and fast look. You don't want to fuss, you have no time, you know, you want to be in and out. Like most of their products say 10-second make, 10-second eyeshadow, 10-second foundation. So if you want a quick and easy look, this is the way to go. And yeah, so thank you all so very much. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, select all in your notifications, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.